Also starting May 25th, the Legends in Light Laser Show will start the program of intense laser beams, computer graphics, colored lights, and music, combining to tell the dramatic story of the North American Indian people and Crazy Horse Memorial. It's another exciting season at Crazy Horse Memorial. We're celebrating our 70th anniversary since Skolder Korchak Chukowski set off the first blast to honor the heroes of the Native American.
Thank you.
All right.
Good job.
Need some water, baby.
Well.
That's what I was going for in college.
These guys. Wait, I just wanted to show you.
There's some more seats here. I wonder if we can sit down on these.
你认识吗？第一位是什么吗？第一个是华盛顿，我们那个美金的那个钞票上的是他。
It was, critics said, a preposterous idea, an outrage against South Dakota's Black Hills. What arrogant stone carver could possibly improve upon God's mountain sculpture? But as the faces of the great men sprang lifelike from the mountains, Rushmore simply overwhelmed its critics and dazzled the world, just as the Republican ideals it honored had inspired and dazzled mankind in 1776. The project was conceived by a gentle scholar, Doane Robinson, in 1923, at a time when the nation was prosperous and cocky. Robinson proposed that several granite spires in the Black Hills be carved into massive human figures. Lewis and Clark, Buffalo Bill Cody, Chief Red Cloud, or other Western heroes. To the sculptor he called upon for help, Gutzon Borglum, this idea seemed as bold and brilliant and as fragile as a rainbow in the western sky. The son of Danish immigrants, Borglum was a man who dreamed big and talked big, a man ideally suited to the times and to the carving of mountains. American art ought to be monumental, he said, in keeping with American life, and Rushmore ought to be colossal, in keeping with American achievements. Borglum found the Needles impressive but too weathered for sculpting. Mount Rushmore, however, seemed perfect. Stone with a finer grain and texture, a mountain big enough for Borglum's imagination. Borglum argued that a monument on this scale should represent our entire national experience. His final concept would be a tribute to the founding, preservation, growth, and development of the nation. These events would be symbolized by the images of 4 Americans who never lost sight of the simple idea that man has a right to be free and to be happy. Washington, Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, Abraham Lincoln.
Celebration. Admission to Crazy Horse Memorial and Custer State Park Open House Weekend, May 8th was waived in support of local food drives. Waived with a donation of 3 cans of food per person. Next weekend, the Crazy Horse Memorial Open House Weekend is May 26th. We're covered again to give mountain carving. With visitors center, museum, sculptures, home, and studio. The Water Restaurant and Snack Shop have a full menu. This weekend, Crazy Horse Memorial is celebrating our partnership with Custer State Park to energize the traditional start of summer. Custer State Park Open House Weekend is May 18th through May 20th with many special events.
So they climbed up and found this small hole, blowing off the hole there. They went back to the ranch and came back the next morning with explosives. Blew over the hole. Found it really, however, they were thinking in a different way. They knew a wind cave to the south that was successfully giving cave tours. Thought maybe they could do that here. Only thing is, this cave is well, pretty isolated. Spar and nailhead spar. Now, one other thing I'm going to point out, most guys probably don't, but we have another type. Throughout this level of the cave, there's these dark patches. Let's see, right there, see that? That's called chert. And there's, about this level in the cave, there's lots of chert deposits, and chert is the only where, extremely rare. Yeah, mainly because above the limestone that contains the cave, there's a thick layer of sandstone and shale that acts as a cap and keeps water away from the cave. So yeah, close to dripstone can be a mile to a mile and a half of cave, and then there was a long lull in explorations, not much going on, until 1959. That was the arrival of Herb and Jan Kahn. Now the Kahns were rock climbers. That was their passion. And they came to the Black Hills because of the Needles and Cathedral Spires area. And they pioneered a lot of first ascent climbing routes in the hills. And on their way